Now time to bring you an exclusive interview here. And at age 15, Ben Bentil left and went to the United States of America. After that, he has gone on to become a very influential player. He left Ghana when he was 15 to the United States to chase a basketball dreams. Years later, he was drafted by the Boston Celtics as the 51st pick. On February 26, 2017, he signed a 10-day contract with the Dallas Mavericks and made his NBA debut 3 days later in the Mavericks' 195-win loss, to Atlanta Hawks. He became the first player born in Ghana to play in the NBA. He moved back to the Mad Ants after his contract expired. I am sure you are wondering who I am talking about. Ben Bentil, you are welcome to our studios here in TV3. Thank you very much for joining us. And Mimi Faulkner, how are you doing, man?
I'm good.
Mimi Faulkner is an NBA coach here. He actually used to coach Ben back in the days before Ben left. But Ben, for every Ghanaian kid watching us right now, would say that you had the opportunity of going to the States as early as age 15. But for them, how do they get to this level where you have gotten to? I'm sure it must have been an incredible journey for you.
I just say it was definitely an incredible journey. I was blessed, first of all, blessed to be here, blessed to have the opportunity to play, go out there and actually pursue a dream like that. And it's all about prayers and always, staying confident and positive that an opportunity like that will come your way.
And when you were drafted by the Bolton Celtics, many felt that you could have made a straightforward impact, but then you got your debut for the Mavericks later on. How did that debut feel for you? How did you feel knowing that you're playing your debut game in the NBA?
It was a great experience. It was an experience that it's like a dream come true. Every kid that dreams of playing in the NBA or even being a professional athlete, when you get to go out there and play, it's a dream come true. So when I was out there, I tried to cherish every moment of it, make that experience very good, and I thank God.
And lasted just 10 days.
Yeah, but it went great. Tried to be with some of the great players in the world and learn from them, share the locker room with them, and it was just a great experience.
But now you're playing for Fort Wayne Mad Ants. How is it going for you so far?
It was a great experience. A lot of people come through. A lot of the players that is in the league right now went through the D League. Get you ready, get NBA accumulated and everything. So it was a great experience. You make great teammates. You get to learn the game. You get to showcase your game, and you just get to do what you got to do. Show the GMs and the teams the reason they should give you a job.
We'll come back to the reason why you are in Ghana, especially the projects that you have coming up in Takrade. But Mimi,
yes,
welcome again. Mimi, for a lot of Ghanaian kids who play basketball, in the neighborhoods, in the communities, in even the schools and everything, they look at, Ben as an inspiration. But you will agree with me that it is a difficult process getting there.
Yes, it's quite a difficult process, but you have to, like you said, you have to have the focus first of all, and you have to have the right people directing you on what you're doing, because you can go to the court and practice basketball every day, practice the wrong things, and you're not going to get nowhere. After 30 years of playing, you'll be like, yo, I have 30 years experience of doing the wrong things. Yes, and you're not going to get anywhere.
So can basketball players really make it up from Ghana here without going up to the States?
How do you mean?
Can players here be picked up straightforward, and not have to go to the States at an early age before they can get into the basketball system itself?
Well, it depends. If you're trying to play in the NBA, you have to learn the American way they play the game and the American rules. You definitely have to go. If you go early, it's good for you, But you could do it from here, right? And some guys got drafted from Africa straight to the NBA, but even then, they had to go through some other processes and play pro early in their careers. So yes, you can, but the point is the game has to develop here to a point where you pick straight from here to the NBA. It hasn't reached that level yet.
Ben, tell us, why are you back home, especially with this basketball project you have coming up in Takrade, where you are from? That is where your base is.
It's always been a dream, try to give back. As I talked about earlier, it's about opportunities, and I was fortunate enough to have one and go out there and experience it. And so my dream always been to give back to to other kids and try to, open up opportunities for other kids to have the same shot as me and, maybe pursue a dream, not only based on basketball, but starting basketball for now. So there's a camp coming up this weekend in Takoradi. It's a day camp, try to give back to the kids. It's free. Come out there, just showcase them, tell them my story, how I came up, how everything is possible. I was a dreamer, and try to lead them to know the right people to deal with. The people that know the game, like Coach Mimi. I was fortunate enough to have met him in my life, and him steering me the right way. So that's the dream that I came back for. Give back, have this camp with the kids. I like to be around the kids. Have one in Takoradi and have one in Accra.
Mimi, what opportunities are in there for the kids and for all those who will be part of this basketball clinic?
Right, a lot of opportunities. What's going to happen is we're trying to light a fire in some of those kids. Maybe not all of them will catch the fire, but even if one kid catches that fire and follows through like he did, that's going to be number 2. And then there's going to be number 3, and the more you build on these things, other kids around the neighborhood, in the country, in the north, because I've seen some very good basketball from kids in UNE, at the University of Energy in the north, guys from Tamale, UDS. I've seen some real good skills up there that I really want to go up there and help them out, right? So we're trying to light a fire so that some kids buy into it, and then we go with it. That's the whole idea.
All right, so give us the dates for the event which will happen in Takoradi and then in Accra.
Right. Takoradi is this Saturday, which is the 29th of April. We're starting at 7:30 in the morning, and it's going to happen at the Polytechnic Courts in Takoradi. And then in Accra, it's going to happen at the Legon Courts on the 6th of May, and that's also starting at 7:30. We're going to have breakfast, we're going to have lunch, we're going to have fun, and we're going to learn the game of basketball.
All right. So, Ben, I know you have a few people you want to say thank you to. But before that, the action in the NBA championship is getting very hot, with teams progressing. The Cavs are in there, Warriors are in there, Houston Rockets are in there. Your team, Boston Celtics, qualified, last night. What sort of a final, NBA championship are we looking at?
For me, being a player playing in there, I just think, the East, I would have, I don't know, it's a tough one. I mean, I love the Celtics, great organization. Cleveland is playing very good, so they're going to have to play it out and figure out who goes better. Probably the Warriors will come out from the western side, and whoever Boston and Cleveland come out, the East is going to win. He's going to win the championship.
He's going to win the championship. Yep. All right, so Ben is predicting that the East are going to win the championship. But there are a few people you want to say thank you to.
I want to say thank you, first of all, to God, for this opportunity, for this blessing, to Mimi Falconer, for, believing in me, for other guys that when I was coming up, had to trust in me, and for guys that helped put this little camp I'm about to do. This is just the first one. I have bigger visions and for kids. So at the end of the day, I want to thank all the sponsors that is going to help out. I don't clearly know it all. I think Cowbell is in it. OSB is in it.
Schoolballers from Legon.
Okay.
Yeah, every sponsorship, if I didn't mention your name out here, but I appreciate all the help. Hopefully we get to work more and keep it moving.
Thank you very much, Ben. Mimi Falconer is a basketball coach here in Ghana, known by everybody who plays basketball, So that's how we wrap up today's edition of Sports